Hello friends, I'm so glad you're here and I would like to share this afternoon with you. Dinner, that is codfish, eggplant, and those are my spices. I'm also finishing up here my sofrito. I already got the garlic, some of the little peppers, ají dulce, as well as the cilantro and culantro, which is the wider leaf. For those that don't know what they are, they're green leaves. I have them right here. This is the culantro, wide leaf. This is the smaller leaf, that is the cilantro. We process all the peppers, all the onions first, cut them in fours, some of the peppers just in thirds, maybe sometimes in half before we put them in the blender. Rinse everything, wash all the vegetables, all the peppers. This is the garlic, the 2 leaves, regao and culantro, some green peppers, and then the rest are in here. Rest of the peppers, and we still have a way to go with our onions. I do cut my onions in my plastic board. I don't want any of the smell getting into my wood board, and I always keep a bowl with my trash. And let's cut onions. After peeling all of these onions, we cut them in half and then in half again so they could fit in the blender and blend faster and easier. These little pucks of garlic I put on this plate, and I freeze them just for a little bit so then I could put them in plastic bags. So when I need them, they're fresh garlic that I have frozen. So I'll put it into a freezer bag, put it in the freezer, and whenever I need them, they'll be ready to be used and they'll be fresh garlic. Going into the freezer. This is my last batch. Here are the onions, and then we'll mix them all together on here. Okay, here's our jars, and they are repurposed jars that I have. I don't have any fancy jars for my sofrito. I just reuse whatever I have. This is an ice cream one. This is a red onion one. These are all pickle ones. This is a salsa one, and they work fine. So don't knock what's already working. And I freeze them, and they do great. They've never broken, and they taste fresh. So this is the end of the road. When you do use the sofrito, depending on what you're using it for, I would say take 2 tablespoons. Try it with a little bit of oil, a little bit of tomato sauce, make a little stew, and see how it tastes. Most likely, you're gonna use it again. Have a fabulous day, and I'll be sharing with you shortly that dinner I showed you with the codfish and the eggplant. I'm back. Here we go. Gonna saute the onions, the peppers, the rest of the veggies, peel the eggplant, and chop it up into equal small pieces before I add it to my fish, which is gonna be going over the onions right now in the pan, and then I'll cook it all together and I'll show you. This is the cut eggplant. People also use this for eggplant parmesan, or you could just season them and bake them, fry them. I am using them with my codfish as a stew, and it comes out so good. You guys should try this as well. I set my codfish on top of my sauteed onions, and then added some peppers and a little bit of my leaf veggies so that it could cook on low. Then after that, I will add my eggplant, and I added a little bit of salt to my eggplant so it can drain all the water that it has. I still haven't added my garlic to my pan, but I will soon. I'll show you the finished product. That's my pan with my, and this is where I add my sofrito. Just add 2 tablespoons. You can add a little bit more or a little bit less depending on the quantity of what you're trying to enhance the flavor. And then I'm gonna put my eggplant in here and cook it all together with my fish. I'll show you later. This is my finished product, and we had it over rice. Turned out delicious. I will add just my ingredients so that you could get an idea of what all I used in here, and that way you could make it your own if you'd like to try it out. I thank you for letting me share my dinner with you.